saving and exporting high-quality plots in Matplotlib. Welcome! Today, we will learn how to make beautiful charts with Matplotlib and save them to your computer. No experience needed. We will use easy examples, add real data, and help you share your work like a pro. Running the cell now. Try to follow along. Saving your plots is a great way to share your ideas. First, let us stop warning messages from showing up. We do this to keep our notebook clean. We turn off warnings so that you do not see distracting messages while learning. Running the cell now. Great! This keeps our lesson easy to read. Why save your plots? Saving plots means you can use them in reports, emails, or share them with friends. We will learn to save in different formats, like PNG and PDF. These look nice when printed or used online. Running the cell now. Think of a time when you wanted to show a chart to someone. Saving plots helps. Now, we will start using Matplotlib, a plotting library. Let us import it with the common name PLT. Let us plot a simple line. This helps us see how plotting works. We create a line using lists of numbers. Next, we give our plot a title so people know what it shows. We label the horizontal direction. This is called the x-axis. We label the vertical direction. This is called the y-axis. Finally, we show the chart on screen. Running the cell now. Try changing the numbers and see the line move. Now let us use real data, the daily minimum temperatures from Australia. We use pandas to help us load the data from an online link. We type the web link for the CSV file. We use read_CSV to grab and load our data. Let us print the size of our data so we know how many rows and columns it has. Next, we look at a few rows. This helps us understand what is inside. Running the cell now. Can you spot the column names? What do you think each one means? Let us make a time series line plot using our real-world data. We set the figure size so the plot is easy to read. We draw a line, date on one axis, temperature on the other. We add a title that explains what this data is about. We label the dates at the bottom. We label the temperature along the side. We use tight layout to adjust the spacing so labels do not overlap. We show the plot to see our first temperature chart. Running the cell now. Notice how the temperature changes through days and months. How are plots saved? Matplotlib can save plots to your computer. You will learn to choose where it goes, the format, and what size. Running the cell now. Try to think about when you would need a plot as a picture. Let us save a part of the data as a portable network graphics file. Again, we set the figure size for a good-looking chart. We plot just the first 60 points to make a smaller example. We add a title to explain what this chart shows. We label the dates. We label the temperatures. Again, we fix the spacing so nothing overlaps. Now, we save the chart to a PNG file on your computer. We close the plot so it does not show on screen now. Running the cell now. Look for the file named first_60_days.png in your notebook folder. This time, let us save a plot as a PDF file. PDF is a format that works well for documents and printing. We select a different slice of data, days 121 to 180. A small dot is added at each point. The title explains this new piece of the dataset. We label the x-axis with dates. We add a y-axis label for temperature. We adjust the layout again. Now, we save this chart as a PDF file. Running the cell now. Try opening days_121_180.pdf and zooming in. It stays sharp. Let us make a plot for a full year and save it as a high-quality image. We set the figure size to make it easier to see details. The line width is made thicker to stand out. The title describes the data for 1 year. Again, the x-axis is labeled with dates. We label the y-axis so people know it is in Celsius. We use tight layout to avoid clipping. Here comes the new part. We save the plot as a PNG, but tell it to use 300 dots per inch. This makes it crisp. We close the plot for the next cell. Running the cell now. Right-click the file year_overview_hires.png and zoom way in. It should look very clear. Comparing image formats. PNG, best for screens, like slides and web pages. Sharp and supports transparency. JPG, smaller files, but blurry for charts, use PNG instead for line work. PDF ESVG, never blurry. Zoom as much as you like. Great for printing and vector work. Running the cell now. Think about what you need your plot for. Pick the matching format whenever you can. If you want to put a plot on a colored slide, saving with a see-through background can help. We plot data from just the first month and use a bold color and thick line. A title tells us what we are seeing. Date labels on the x-axis. Temperature on the y-axis. We keep the layout tidy. Here is the new part. We save as PNG, but with transparent set to true. That means the background is invisible. We close after saving. Running the cell now. Check your file first_month_transparent.png and try putting it onto colored slides or backgrounds. You can use the figure object to have full control and save just one chart at a time. We create a figure and axis using subplots. We plot 20 points, using small squares as markers. We set a title for this specific figure. We label date for the horizontal direction. We label temperature for the vertical. We adjust layout inside the figure. Now we save only this figure as a PNG file. Finally, we close just this one plot. Running the cell now. Notice how using Fig makes it easier to manage several plots in a bigger project. Sometimes, your plot has too much empty space or the labels get cut off when you save. Here is how to fix that by using bounding box and padding options. We plot days 11 to 60 in red. We give a descriptive title. We use larger font size for labels. Tidy layout as usual. We save with box_inches set to tight. This trims off extra blank edges. We also adjust pad_inches to control the white border. Remember to close the plot to save memory. Running the cell now. Try changing pad_inches to see what happens to the edges of your saved file. Common errors when saving plots. Forgetting to run plt.savefig before plt.show can leave you with a blank file. Always save before showing. Misspelling your file name or extension so you cannot find your image later. Overwriting an old file by using the same name twice, use unique names. Running the cell now. If you do not see your chart file, double-check the above tips. Let us see what happens if you save a plot after showing it. We draw a simple chart. We display it on screen. Then, we try to save it after showing. Saving after plt.show will not save your chart correctly. It is a common mistake. Running the cell now. Remember, save your plots before calling plt.show. You can ask the user for a file name instead of typing it in the code. We prompt the user with input, so they choose the save file name. We make a small plot from the data. We draw days 51 to 100 and use a new color. We give this one a title. Tidy the layout again. Now we save it using the name the user entered. We close to keep everything neat. Running the cell now. Try giving a new name each time you run this cell. When you want lots of charts, a loop can help save them quickly. We go through the first 3 months in our data. Inside the loop, we start a new figure each time. We plot 1 month of temperatures for each file. Each chart gets a special title so you know the month. We adjust the layout for each one. We create a new file name for each chart using the loop number. We save with slightly better resolution. After each save, we close to avoid using too much memory. Running the cell now. Check your folder, you should see month_1.png, month_2.png, and month_3.png. Mini project, export a special plot. Let us pull out the coldest week of the year and save it with a title and grid lines. This is useful if you want to highlight exciting data for reports or schoolwork. Running the cell now. Ready? Let us find and save that cold week. Let us use pandas to grab the 7 coldest days from the data. We start a new plot for the mini project. We show dots for each point and connect them with lines. The chart has a title highlighting the coldest days. We label the x-axis as dates. We label the y-axis with temperature. Grid lines are turned on to help you see values clearly. The layout is tightened. We save as coldest_week.png with higher resolution. Always close at the end. Running the cell now. Open coldest_week.png. Can you spot any patterns in the cold snaps? It is a good habit to set the figure size and dots per inch for every plot you save. We do that here to make sure the chart looks sharp anywhere. We use a new color and special markers for variety. A title, X label, and Y label keep your chart easy to understand. We always tidy up the layout. Here, we save before showing. This is the right order. Finally, we display it for review. Running the cell now. Practice, save and review several images with different sizes and DPI settings. Troubleshooting, where did my file go? If you cannot find the file, double-check if you use // to save in the current folder. Path problems happen if you put folders in your name, and they do not exist. Try just a simple name first, like test.png. Reload your Jupyter file browser to see new files if needed. Running the cell now. If you still have trouble, try saving as test.png and search for it. For web or design work, SVG files are super sharp and can scale to any size. We plot a section of the data using green lines. We add a clear title. Labels for both axes make the meaning clear. Tidy layout as usual. We save it as an SVG file, so designers or websites can use it easily. Then, we close the plot. Running the cell now. Try opening svg_example.svg in a browser and zooming in. Now you try. Challenge. Pick any 7 days from the dataset. Make a plot showing only those 7 days. Save it as a PNG and a PDF. Try a new color and a bold title. Practice helps you remember. Running the cell now. Share your saved plots with a friend or your teacher. Recap, expert plots, easy steps. Save charts in many formats, PNG, PDF, SVG. Always set size and DPI for top quality. Choose the right format for your needs. Save before showing the plotting code. Use unique names so you do not lose work. You can now export and share your results. Running the cell now. Well done! Try making a plot for your favorite numbers or science fact. Thanks for learning with us. If this was helpful, please like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Happy plotting! See you in the next tutorial. Running the cell now. Which lesson should we teach next? Leave a comment on YouTube.